Hello guys, in this video I wanted to talk about what rarity the chromatics in Brawl Stars would be if the chromatic rarity didn't exist. Starting off with Gale, honestly this one is pretty self-explanatory. Everything Gale does is really basic. His attack is just Lola's or Shelly's attack in a different shape, and his super is just a pushback with no special mechanics. Now with Buzz, I thought of putting him as a super rare, but the only thing that justifies this is his trait, and Rosa, Bull and El Primo are all rares with traits. His attacks is very simple and his super is like Bull's or Daryl's, so not very special. Next, with Fawn, I love him so much and I wanted to put him as an epic, but honestly, his dash is similar to others except for the fact that he bounces off targets, and his kick is pretty normal. Even his long-range kicks are not that special. But still, I understand if you put him as an epic, and I almost putted Fawn there. Eve could have been a rare because her attack does do much that's special and her super is pretty cool, but it doesn't too much to justify it. What really makes a bit more unique is her trait. Bell bouncing shots are unique, but isn't a crazy mechanic, but her super is really unique except for the fact RT does the same with his basic attack, and instead of being a 30% increase, it doubles damage. Now Janet attack is pretty cool, but Nanny's isn't very different, and her super however is pretty cool, but now it's so hard to charge and it isn't very long. It's starting to feel more and more like El Primo's or Edgar's super. Now for Lola, her attack is very basic, but her super is 100% unique, so I think she deserves to be an epic. Colonel Ruffs or just Ruffs now has Rico's whole mechanic of bouncing plus a unique power-up feature, and his second star power is one of a kind. Lou's unique because his freezing mechanic does require to stun somebody, and his super is like Barley's but way cooler and better. Colette is very unique because of her percentage-based attack. Surge is a legendary because he's the only brawler as the game moves on. And Ash is legendary because of his rage, but honestly Ash could totally be a mythic. Now this tier list ended at season 12, so the next brawlers aren't represented on your screen, but I'll still give them a rating. Otis is at least an epic for his muting ability, but isn't too far away from a stun. Now, Sam is a mythic, maybe even a legendary, because of how he charges his super. Buster's super's very unique, but out of this world, so he's an epic. Mandy feels like a rare or super rare, but I'm leaning towards rare. For RT, 100% legendary, he feels like 10 brawlers at the same because of his marks and the fact that like Bonnie and Meg he has two forms, but he feels crazy because he's a tank that long range with a normal reload speed that does good damage, supports his teammates and is a direct counter to assassins while having crazy damage per second. For Maisie, super rare, her super is basic, only unique thing is the radius and her attack speeds up. Honestly, she could totally be a rare. For Cordelius, mythic maybe even legendary, his trait is a small part of him but still pretty unique, his attack is very basic but his super is crazy and like none other. Now for Pearl, super rare and only because of her trait. Now, this is speculation, but honestly, I think Charlie is a mythic, maybe epic. Her attack is just Carl's, but it doesn't go trough enemies, while super is just the Walmart version of Willow's.